Ladies and gentlemen, Smiley's at it again. Now, I made a post about the tutorial that I did on my eyebrows. There's been debate if it's a log, if it's a bamboo tree, or a penis on my forehead. Neither here nor there. At the end of the day, the makeup tutorial and what I'm wearing is always going to look 90 to 100 times better than what Smiley Stories World does whenever the fuck she gets her makeup bag and just, Christmas trees or blindfold puts her shit on. So I don't want to hear the debate of what it might be on my head. We just need to acknowledge that it looks way better than Smiley's. Now, speaking of doing things better than Smiley, I don't clog the TBI's lineup or bother them with bogus tips like a lot of these fraudulent true crime morons do. But this one kind of takes the cake. Now, before we get into that, she's been getting called out for her generic and she's already very lazy. I mean, completely lazy. But she's been using AI as, to alter, right, the pictures of the missing children she talks about. And the AI is totally off with whatever photo thing she's using, right? It's so bad and disrespectful. But the woman who speaks in third person, Smiley doesn't do her eyebrows. Smiley does not know how to do eyebrows correctly. Smiley would like a super chat. Smiley talks a little bit ghetto. Smiley talks a little bit white trash. Smiley needs another super chat. She always talks in third person, and then that ridiculous whatever accent that is. It's like hillbilly and ghetto mashed up together, right? And listen, man, I'm from Florida, and that does not represent my state good. We don't claim that bitch. But what she's been doing lately, this is an all-time, this is comical. The lady, I'm going to play the clip here in a minute. The lady literally decides, right? Now, this is your true crime creator. This is a true crime creator, if you will. She tells her audience, right? She says, Smiley put a FOIA request in because Smiley wants to get all the interviews and information from the TBI regarding Sebastian Rogers. Now, this has got to be one of the dumbest things I've heard yet. So Sebastian Rogers' case is obviously still open. Sebastian Rogers' case is obviously not solved. And I don't think it takes me to insult your intelligence here by telling you that it's an open investigation, and the TBI and whatever other law agencies that are working on this and combined, right? They are not going to give some ridiculous YouTuber, right, who cannot even put her makeup on correctly, who's already called the same agency 95 times with fraudulent and bogus, generic, ridiculous tips in the past in regards with Summer Wells' case. They are not going to give you anything in an open investigation. Now, this is common sense. Now, for my people who that laugh with me at the Green Team, we can have a laugh at this and we could be like, whoa, what a dumb move that was. But there's people out here that don't see this when they watch her. There's people out there that watch her with awe, like, whoa, I can't wait till that FOIA comes back. What will Smiley find out? And I don't even know what to call these people anymore. I don't want to say that they're gullible. I don't want to, call anybody stupid. I think these videos that I make, there's no way that I can believe that whatever amount of views this video gets, whether it's 1 or 1 million or whatever in between, there's going to be people, the majority of people that watch it are going to have the same sentiment as us anti-green viewers do. But there will be some people who are on the Green Team or supporters of the Green Team that will, they may actually find some common sense in this, because White Boy is the king of common sense. Yes, I know no kings, but there is one, the king of common sense. Now, without further ado, I'm going to play you the clip. Now, this is coming at you via channel called Lippy, been around a long time. She snagged the footage. I want you guys to comment. This would be Smiley calling or telling her audience that she has put a FOIA request in. on an open investigation for a missing child in regards to interviews and other things that these police detectives and investigators may or may not have. I wouldn't hold your breath waiting for a follow-up live of her stating anything that she has. Comments below. Till the next time, smash a like, and to my ladies, never, ever, ever leave the house without A, your eyeliner game on point, or B, always match the panties with the bra. Until the next one.
I want to demand, and just because I demand something don't mean nothing, but I want to demand the transparency from everyone, including law enforcement. And listen, I ain't stopped writing them letters. Let me tell you what I did earlier. I sent it to TBI and I sent it to Sumter County, but I did request a FOIA. I asked them, I said, hey, look, and I sent it, yes, to the correct department and all the bull crap. I said, look, I want, under my rights, so I did it correctly, with the statutes, with all the things. And I said, I want to request, and I'll pay for it if I have to, but I want to request how many people has been interviewed. Let me just see. Let me see exactly how I said it. Hold on a minute. I don't want to lie, y'all. Hold on. We go back to I hadn't heard back from TDI yet, but I did hear back from Sumter County, of course. Okay. Miss Karen again, because I sent her something the other day. I hate this email because I always got to go again and send to see what I sent. Okay. Anyway, under Tennessee, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, what I was requesting was respectfully requesting access to the public records regarding the case of missing Sebastian Dlive Rogers, who was last seen on blah, 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 blah. I am specifically requesting, one, a total number of individuals. I don't want their names. I'm just asking individuals interviewed in the course of this investigation. Two, a general breakdown interview of categories such as family, neighbors, school officials, or other relevant groups. I am not seeking any private or identifying information, just a number, a categorical data. I understand certain aspects of the case is active and may be exempt from disclosure, and I am not requesting sensitive details. My sole purpose is to better understand the scope of the investigative response thus far. Please let me know if there are any associated fees with this, blah, 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 blah. Thank you for your time and transparency and for your service. I put my real name, da, 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 da. So she sends me rather quickly. And she says, we do not have any documentation that has been requested. So I thought, how'd she misunderstand that, honey? So I just wrote, no, I am requesting it. So then she sends me back and she says, when I said I am requesting it, then she sends back, I gotta get it in my inbox again. Then she says, where am I at? Hold on, y'all, sorry. Oh, then she says, we don't have any of the requested documentation in our office. Okay, why don't they have any? What happened to it? Did they lose it? Have they not interviewed it? I hope Seb is hearing this. And I'll gladly send him a copy of this. I'm not putting it out on the streets, but I will gladly if he wants it. Why do they not have that documentation? Where is the proof? Where? Do they not document who they spoke to, who they interviewed, what, when, where? I'm just wondering. So now I sent the same thing to TBI, and I am waiting on a damn response. Now I will tell you who will get a copy of this. And that'll be everybody that I've sent and continue to send to do an internal investigation on Sumner County. I mean, anyway, none of that's important, okay? Y'all get the drift. I just wanted y'all to know. I got off track here for a minute. Let me get back on track. Sorry. So anyway, why the silence? I'm demanding transparency, okay? That's what I'm doing. I don't care if you like me, love me, hate me. That's what I'm doing. From law enforcement, from family, and from anybody who knows anything that should be screaming from the rooftops for this young man. We've watched the stories change. We've seen the interviews. And we've even seen some vanish, honey. We've seen the laughter. We've seen them mocking. And we've seen the silence. There should be desperation and truth-telling, in my opinion.
What's up, guys? Hope you enjoyed the video. Do me a favor, hit that like, subscribe to my clip channel at WHITEBOYRADIO Clips, and in the description box is the link to be a member. Become a member if you can. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Stay safe, stay smart. Peace.